Sometimes you just gotta make them bite. There he is. Look at that. Great big one. This spot's gotta have fish. Got him. Good one, boy. Good one.
There we go. There, chop. Nice fish.
That did not take too long.
Got him. Good one. Big fish.
Finally.
At any one time, fish of the same species tend to display similar feeding behavior. And when you catch them on a particular lure or bait in one spot, chances are similar areas elsewhere on the lake will hold and produce a few more fish on the same tactic.
Hold on to him.
Come on.
All right.
Got him.
Got her.
Got her.
Got her. Nice. She came up and punched that thing, man.
Good one.
Whoa. Wow, that bass gear, that is nuts. Holy.
Determining productive combinations of angling locations and techniques is referred to as patterning fish. When you can repeat these combos on different spots around the lake, you've established successful fishing patterns, which are usually the difference between simply catching a few fish and a whole bunch of nice ones. Today, on The Edge, we establish a variety of fishing patterns ranging from contrary to ordinary to species specific. First, we flip-flop traditional seasonal tactics, using winter jigging lures to catch open water walleyes relating to deep humps during summer.
Yeah, I know.
Then we examine the different locational tendencies displayed by largemouth and smallmouth bass during early spring, choosing and using the right lures to catch each species in their preferred habitat. Because sometimes you have to target even closely related species differently in order to catch each on its own turf.
Look at that. All I see is orange. All I see is orange, man. Look at it.
You got me beat. You got me beat.
I got you beat on that one, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is a good one again.
Really? You're seriously just gonna leave me in here?
Yeah, fishing deep today, Ike.
Are you kidding me? These are perfect conditions for pulling big bass out of heavy cover.
Yeah?
Heck yeah! Try one of these weedless wacky jigs.
All right, yeah.
It has an offset hook and stainless steel weed guard. Whoa! Ah,
Sorry, Ike.
flip it in there, and its wacky action will have you pulling out one fat bass after another. Please!
I can't say anything.
First one. Oh, big one.
Look at that.
Suffix 832 is constructed with 7 strands of Dyneema and a single strand of Gore Performance fiber. It's the roundest, longest casting line in the world. It offers superior abrasion resistance so you can fish it anywhere. It's the strongest, most sensitive, and durable small diameter braid ever to hit the water. Nice fish, Brett.
Thanks.
Suffix 832. Always use the best line.
And there she is.
My first Mercury.
154 stroke, the lightweight heavyweight. And she comes with all this. Say hi to Wendy from customer support. She's always there to help. Jerry from product testing. He dishes out the torture.
They can take it.
Good. And Tim from design. He never misses a detail. Obsessed with quality. Bobby, prop engineer. He turns horsepower into performance. This is George.
It's good to have Mercury behind you. Meet the rest of the team at mercurymarine.com.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Closed captioning provided by I-gogs Quality Eyewear.
Little fish right there.
Yeah. Number of fish. I've seen a school of fish back there. Dan and I are up here in Northwest Ontario. From our office door, in about 3.5 hours, we're putting a boat in the water and fishing some of the finest fishing for a variety of fish that you can ever experience anywhere. Phenomenal muskie fishing, great northern pike fishing, fantastic smallmouth fishing, lake trout fishing, crappies, perch, and what we're fishing today, walleyes. And all over this part of the country, walleye fishing can be incredible. That's what we're going to target today. Interestingly, yesterday, Dan and Jeremy were up here, and I was fishing walleyes, playing around. They were chasing muskies. They had 7 bites. I landed 5 fish, missed 2 of them. So 7 bites, catching 5 muskies in one day. That's pretty good muskie fishing. That's the beauty of this part of the world. There's so many fish and a lot of ways to catch them.
Rainy Lake is such a fun fishery. This is like a giant playground for fishermen. You could fish up here for 2 weeks and never do the same thing twice. Today we are chasing walleyes during midsummer. What does that mean? Well, there are probably fish up in the shallows, some at mid depths, and probably some suspended, and hopefully a few on deep humps. Those are the ones we'll be targeting today, the deep hump fish. Some essential tools: a boat that gets good gas mileage for running long distances, a good set of electronics, and most important, a LakeMaster chip. This baby is invaluable for dissecting big bodies of water like Rainy Lake.
Oh,
Yeah, better fish.
yeah,
better
he's
fish.
rolling.
Yeah, better fish. I might even need a net on this one. What do you think?
You want me to lock it down for you? Just stay right here, huh?
Better fish. I'm gonna need a net. You gonna lock it?
I'll lock you
All
down.
right. I need a net, man.
Okay.
I need a net, man. You got me locked?
I got you locked in.
Oh yeah.
Boy, does this weather feel right, huh? Just a
Yeah.
little overcast, light little.
Not a giant fish. I'm giving you a guess at about a 6.
Oh, well, that's good enough.
Oh, nice
that's
fish.
better than
Let
that.
me take that
That's
back.
better than that.
Let me take that back. Let me take that back.
Wow.
Let me
Boy,
take
what a
that
pretty
back.
fish.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's
Oh,
typical.
easy.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
Finger here.
Oh, here you go.
Boy, she's kind of a skinny fish, Dan, but
Oh,
a
pretty.
nice lengthy one. She'd been a good one
Look at that.
if she was filled out. Oh, take her big head on that baby. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Pretty good fish. She is thin. She is thin, man. I expect it to. It fought really, really hard, but she's a good one.
Understanding humps and how walleyes relate to them is a critical element to staying on these fish throughout the season. For example, look at this map, and we will show you the progression throughout the season. When the fish come off the spawn, they will relate to shallow humps. This basin is about 10 foot of water at its deepest. The humps you would want to target would be about 4 foot. As the season progresses, some of these fish continually migrate towards deeper basins, still relating to humps. For example, in late spring, the basin may be 25 feet at its deepest, and the humps they would relate to would be about 10 foot. As the season moves forward, so does the fish's movement towards deeper water. That's where we are at today, midsummer, so we are focusing on basin areas that are 40 feet of water or deeper, with humps that top out around 18 to 25 feet. Keep in mind these are round numbers and rules of thought, but following the fish's transitional movement from shallow to deep is the essence of staying on these guys, and there is no faster way to cover deep water and trigger strikes than with a jigging wrap or snap wrap.
Well, you had a lot of line out on that one. I was moving pretty fast with the boat on that
Oh, yeah,
point.
you can look at that rod load
Yeah.
up. That's the right one.
A good fish.
Nice and easy.
Well, I'll tell you what, These storm fronts, you look behind us, we see all these storm fronts. They came back through just a little while ago. We had about 10 minutes of torrential rain and these fish lit up, baby. The hump we're on here, fish after fish after fish, good ones like
You got
this
that
one.
net there, big guy?
Oh man, good
Oh, yeah.
fish.
Yep.
Jump down here. There we go. Baby. Oh, she's going down again.
Yeah.
Get her up, get her up where I can see her.
Okay.
Here she comes, here she comes. Okay, baby.
There we go. Look at that.
You see a big fat, nice
Yeah.
fatso again.
I know. Boy, these are healthy fish, man. You can see they're down there eating with that big belly on them.
Smelt eaters.
Smelt eaters, perch eaters, everything eaters. Forage is the driving force for all fish, and these walleyes and humps are no different. A very important factor to understand is that there are a lot of good-looking spots on a lake like Rainy, and they don't all have fish. You gotta find the bait to stay consistent. That's where a good map and electronics come in. We can hop spot to spot, quickly identifying if there's any life on a hump. If not, we keep moving. Today we hit a few different basins trying to find the food. As soon as we did, bingo, there were the fish. Perch, small walleyes, big walleyes, and jumbo pike. Everything was there. You have to know that these giant bodies of water, like Rainy, are lakes within a lake. A certain basin may be full of life. You drive 20 minutes away to a different area, and it could be like the Sahara Desert. These big bodies of water are continually shifting. The forage base is constantly growing or shrinking, and us as anglers gotta roll with the punches following the forage. Just thumping.
What, you got the spot locked
Yeah,
there?
I'll hit
Yeah,
it.
you lock it in.
Whoa, whoa.
Waking up on you. That's
Yeah.
a good fish, Daniel.
Yeah, you can feel it, you know. Okay.
You know, he punched that spot lock on the spot every time we hook a fish. That's what we do, and it's an invisible anchor. When you think about the Tarova in conjunction with a Lake Master map, in conjunction with a Humminbird depth finder, and what this threesome is capable of doing, it's absolutely mind-boggling.
Oh boy, I had her good, Al. That is a perfect example of a Canadian walleye.
Oh, look at here. I gotta stay here. I get some good fish, Daniel. Oh, big walleye, big walleye. Nice big walleye, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that sucker, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Bubba.
That's like kind that are eating those big perch down there.
Yeah. Look at this. Where do you see the size of this baby? Look at that, huh? That's the kind we're looking for, man. Oh. You got her? Oh, hang on, Dan.
Get her.
You got her.
Okay.
Whoa, man.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
That's a big gal there. Come here, baby. Look at that baby, huh? Oh, man. That's a good one. You know, these are the kind of fish that you could expect to catch in summertime on a regular basis on a lot of these deep water humps in these Canadian Shield lakes up here in Northwest Ontario. For a lot of people, this is considered a fish of a lifetime.
If you'd like to know more about fishing and vacation opportunities in Northwest Ontario, log on to northwestontario.com. Northwest Ontario. There's no place like this.
Why take chances with your engines? Protect them from neglect, wear, and tear the easy way. With Seafoam Motor Treatment. Seafoam helps to maintain top engine performance by removing harmful deposit buildup from your engine and fuel system. Control moisture in gas and diesel. Stabilize fuel for up to 2 years and lubricate your engines to start easier, run cooler, and last longer. Trust all your engines to Seafoam Motor Treatment, the choice of mechanics for over 70 years.
Are you finding it harder and harder to spend time with your family? All you need is the right place to reconnect.
Big walleye, Dad.
Got it. Here we go. This is fun.
Northwest Ontario, your place to reconnect.
The Edge is presented by these and other fine sponsors.
Okay, here's the deal. Jeremy and I are up on a lake that we haven't been on for a number of years. We fished it before, we know the lake pretty well. According to my Humminbird, it's 8:45 a.m. Water temperature is 49.4. I was hoping for it to be maybe a little bit warmer. And obviously it's early in the season, early in the year. This lake has got a good population of smallmouth, a good population of largemouth, some pretty darn nice walleyes loaded with northerns, and we're going to be up here for 3 days. We're going to get a feel of the lake today and kind of mix it up a little bit. You know, with this water temperature like this, we're probably the smartest thing to do would be to start on the smallmouths. They're not too shy, and let the sun cook the water up and go for some largies a little later.
First time you hit the water, it's always nice to start with something you're confident in. And smallmouth seem to be not overly affected by cold fronts, cold weather in the spring. They really seem to cooperate. And this happens to be one of my confidence baits. Go-to, it's the orange number 10 X-Wrap. I love it. So we're gonna go bounce around, hit some points that have had fish in the past, and if the fish are up, they're gonna bite this. We have a high level of confidence we're gonna get bit on this, and as the day progresses, we'll just get a feel for what types of habitat the fish are using, and hopefully by noon we'll really have it dialed in, and as the sun gets warmer, I bet the fish are gonna go nuts. I'm pumped about today. This is gonna be a good time.
There's some simple facts on natural lakes like we're fishing today that separate a largemouth from a smallmouth. First off, smallmouth are not nearly as negatively affected by unstable weather. Simply put, smallies don't appear to care that much about a weather change, especially in spring. Largemouth bass, on the other hand, if the weather goes south, they can be knocked for a loop. The so-called black bass is more temperamental when it comes to cool or cold water, and it takes them longer to recover from a cold front. Secondly, largemouth are considered more of a cover-oriented fish. They prefer being in weeds or wood if given the opportunity. Smallmouths will use cover as well, but they tend to prefer sparse weeds and rocks over thick weeds and tangled wood. Thirdly, smallmouths have an overall general preference for slightly cooler water than a largemouth and tend to be found in areas of the lake that fit that profile. Fourth, there's a timing difference in their spawning cycle. Smallmouth will come into shallows well before the largemouth and are generally more aggressive earlier. Fifth, smallmouth are more abundant and operate better in clear water environments. Largemouth, on the other hand, are more abundant and operate better in darker, dingy water. Again, I would like to stress that we're talking about largemouth and smallmouth in natural lakes. When it comes to rivers or reservoirs, that's a whole other planet with a whole different set of rules.
I almost do feel guilty. Al's trying a new hooking system with a good bait, and I just go to something easy. I just pick something easy. Oh man, and it's a tank. It is a horse. A horse, of course. Huh? That's a good way to start out with a big smallmouth. But I mean, here's the deal. Look at it, it's on a point. We learned something. There's definitely brown bass on points. In the cast before that, I missed felt like a really nice fish, so.
Got him that time.
There's some good ones on this point here. These are good fish. Nothing like them.
So the combo I'm using for fishing this X-Wrap right now is this Quantum XO, 6'9", medium fast action rod, and I've got a 2500 size reel on here. I like that bigger reel for this presentation because I'm throwing a lot of slack in the presentation and I want to be able to pick up that slack really quick. The other thing is this is Suffix 832. It's the bright yellow line, and the reason I like that bright yellow line is because the bait has slack in it. A lot of the times if a fish grabs it, I can see the line jump really easily and I can reel down and get them.
And I get to catch a couple of these little piggies.
There we go. Another one, nice fish.
Okay, what have we learned so far about largemouth and smallmouth that live in the same waterway? Well, they're cousins, but with very different attitudes. Some like soft weeds and wood over rock and sparse weeds. Some don't care if the water temperature drops dramatically, while the other will recoil with dislike. So with this knowledge, let's take a look at the lake we're fishing and some potential location options. Looking at a lake map, we quickly see that there's quite a few shallow bays. These usually are prime locales to start your largemouth bass search. These bays are the first to warm up in the spring and likely have soft weed and wood cover, just the kind of stuff largemouth are drawn to in the spring. When we look out toward the main lake, we see that there are large rock and boulder points. These are likely sites for the first places that smallmouth bass will show up as they're coming out of their wintering holes. Spots like this are easy to find, and the smallies are usually willing to cooperate even when the water temperature is in a low to mid 40s. There are some locations where the two species cross over, however. The entrance to these weed bays would be a good example. If there's some depth, that's even better.
Oh, Jerry. Oh, you got one too?
Doubled up.
Oh, look at this
Doubled
baby.
up.
Look at this. Well,
Oh, they're dueling. They're going to get tangled.
Look at that. All I see is orange. All I see is orange, man. Look at it.
You got me beat. You got me beat.
I got you beat on that one, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is a good one again. You know, like Jerry was saying, this wasn't quite what we expected. Hang on. It wasn't quite what we expected for a bite. But would you complain catching loads and loads and loads of smallmouth like this? I'm sure you wouldn't complain. We're not complaining either. When you stop and think about what we learned today, with the water temperature the way it is, largemouth fishing was surprisingly tough. Smallmouth fishing, it's lights out. I don't know how many fish we can catch today. We stay on them and keep fishing smallmouth, 50, 60, 70, who knows? We had so many doubles, I guess you would call that a pretty good day.
From the surface to the depths, in cover or roaming open water, if you can find bass, you catch them. In finding bass, the Angling Edge staff uses every trick in the book to find bass quickly and make them bite. It's part of our Angling Edge instructional DVD collection, available at anglingedge.com.
Oh, there he is. Hey, you! Yeah. Fat boy, you can't get none of this. Look at me. I got moves. I go left, I go right, I go left again. Watch this, watch it. Oh, there it is. Psych! I'm so erratic, I don't even know where I'm going. Come on, Chubby Cheeks. Come on, Bucket Mouth. Come get some of this. I can do this all day long. Look at me, watch this. Come on. Your mama's so fat that she can't get out the fish net. Ow! I'll give you that one.
We tried beating it senseless, bending it in half, and punishing it with extreme temps, corrosive salt water, and blistering UV rays. And all Talon did was ask for more. So we wanted to know what Talon's breaking point really was. We'll let you know if we ever find it. Talon, born tough, tested tougher.
It's time to put a new spin on innovation and touch off a revolution. It's time to push boundaries and leave our mark on the world. It's time to say goodbye to excuses, limitations, and half measures. It's time to get it together. New Onyx with Cross-Touch. Now, everything you can do with a touchscreen, you can also do with a touchpad. Only from Humminbird.
Now that's a big one.
For over 65 years, Lund has had an unwavering commitment to build the finest fishing boats on the water. 65 years of dedication, innovation, passion. Lund boats stand up to the elements and the use hardcore anglers put them through, season after season. Built by fishermen, for fishermen.
The Edge is presented by these and other fine sponsors.
You know, I've been pretty much involved in small family businesses pretty much my entire life. And none of us have ever been to business school, yet we've been successful in a lot of businesses that we built, and are all built around the Word of God. This is our guide. Numerous writings about how to manage a business and live life successfully. One of my favorite articles is in the Old Testament, and it's a story about Moses. Let me read this to you. Moses' father-in-law, his name is Jethro, comes to visit him. Here's what happens. The next day, Moses takes his place to judge the people. People were standing before him all day long from morning to night. When Moses' father-in-law saw all that was going on for the people, he said, "What's going on here? Why are you doing all this? And all by yourself, letting everybody line up before you from morning till night?" Moses said to his father-in-law, "Because the people come to me with questions about God. When something comes up, they come to me. I judge between a man and his neighbor and teach him God's laws and instructions." Sounds pretty good, doesn't it, so far? Moses' father-in-law said, "This is no way to go about it. You'll burn out and the people right along you with you. This is way too much for you. You can't do this alone. Now listen to me. Your job is to teach them the rules and instructions, to show them how to live, what to do, and then you need to keep a sharp eye out for competent men, men who fear God, men of integrity, men who are incorruptible, and appoint them as leaders over groups organized by the thousands, by the hundreds, by 50, and by 10. They'll be responsible for the everyday work of judging among the people. They'll bring the hard cases to you, but in the routine cases, they'll be the judges. They'll share your load, and that'll make it easier for you. You can handle the work this way. You'll have the strength to carry out whatever God commands you, and the people in their settings will flourish also." You know what they call that in business school today? Organizing a management team. You have different people responsible for different elements of the business, and they each take care of the day in and day out operation. When something gets really critical, they move up the ladder to the head CEO or owners of the company, and then they get involved. That's the way successful businesses are run all over the country. The first book that ever talked about an organized management team, right here, Moses and the Story of Exodus. I love it. I had to share that with you. Hey, from all of us here at the Edge, you have a good, safe fishing season. We'll see you in the water.
Hey, I want to take a moment to thank you for watching. And if you really like what you see, we got a whole lot more. So check us out at any one of these online outlets.